The College of Yale. The College of Yale is basically a school where the Yellers were. Basically, Richard Nixon went over there, and pretty much what they were doing is he would tell people that these people had a neurological disease that would, because of drug use or something, that would make them lock in position and yell. And if there is more than one that started yelling or any significantly loud noise, that they would all lock and yell at the same time at the top of their lungs. And that it was all a matter of whether or not 30 or more of these people were in a group. And usually these people had a tendency to naturally congregate around each other as they could sense or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And basically what they were really doing is they had a bunch of high school kids, and what they would do is they would go and they would yell out in front of a house. They would lock in position and then yell at the top of their lungs. And what they were really doing is inside the house they would be attacking or killing some German or some woman or raping some woman, basically. Basically, they would burst through the doors and burst into the room with the old German there, and then they would beat them with clubs. Basically, and this is what the School of Yale was doing, and how it was founded. On money from dead Germans, which they had beat to death, after they locked in position and then yelled at the top of their lungs. And there's nothing to do about these people. It was just a neurological disease, and Nixon, 3-time PhD, whatever, verified and had scans and blah blah, or I think they use radiological or whatever, which is basically they put a thing on the thing and says, yep, there's a signal, blah blah blah. See these brain waves? See the little dips and jigglers? That indicates a neurological disease. Yeah, this is Richard Nixon, or some fuckhead. And these dips and curls, they only prepare 1% of the population. They tend to congregate, and they will lock in position and yell if they hear a significantly loud noise of a certain type. We will now demonstrate. Beep! Ooh! And that was Yale. And the screaming will last for about 30 minutes or 40 minutes, and this could be from war or whatever. It's a nerd or drug use, blah blah blah. Has lots of blah 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 blah. And they actually went to my courts with this shit. And that was Yale. And what they were doing is raping girls, or beating the shit out of old Nazis or old German soldiers. Not Nazis, but German soldiers. But like I said, they hit a small snag in that basically they would burst into the room of a German soldier, and he would reach into his desk and pull out one of his guns, and 80-year-old guy, he can still pull a trigger. And he would shoot about 3 or 4 of them, and they would try and get to him before they died. I think Rodney was involved in this. Or Rick Bash or something like that. I don't really know. Just a bunch of fucking teenagers fucking around, trying to abuse my court system. You lock in position and then you yell at the top of your lungs. It's a neurological disease, and you tend to congregate together, and there's nothing to do about it. Anyway, eventually a bunch of scientists came along. We're like, what the fuck? These people are just fine. They're faking it. They're fucking idiots. And eventually, I think some soldier or one of my police officers witnessing one of the yell outs, they used to call them. They used to have yell out. Yeah, and they'd lock in position and they would start to scream. And I think one of the police officers said, "Oh fuck! Oh, you can talk." As one of my police officers shot him in the leg. Like, my German, the real people of this world wouldn't stand for it. So when the yellers started going around, I was like, shoot him in the leg. So my police officer just went, let me reload. And the bitch went, oh fuck! Oh, I thought you were supposed to lock in position, yell. Oh, you can talk. So, that kind of went away. As I just told my police, I was like, just shoot him in the leg. They'll get him to stop. Him with a taser. So that ended that. And then a bunch of scientists looked at it and were like, these people are just faking it anyway. They're just fine. They're just... And then we started looking at the data, and it's like, oh, well, some woman was raped right there. Where this old guy was bashed to death by a bunch of stupid kids with clubs. And you're fucking shit, Yale. Your school is shit. You're shit. Get a fucking life. You're fucking shit with legs. You're not even a real school. Anyway, I'm disappointed. Oh yeah, you're epic, existential. Oh yeah, real epic, Yale. Real epic. I hear they had wild parties though. Bunch of people not even getting good grades. Just sleep with the teacher and you get an A. Eventually they changed my dress code so everyone could wear robes so they could fuck easier. The 1960s and 1950s was quite a year, wasn't it? Anyway, I'm fucking disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in all of you. You know, you're fucking losers. Every single one of you. Well, not every single one, sorry. I didn't mean to include the Germans or the Japanese. Like I am your creator. Me. Lucifer Star. And after 90 trillion years, you know, like Rodney, you're shit. Rick Bush, Rick Bash, Godney, you're shit. You're pathetic loser shit. So much for being epic and existential. You will go down in history as the shit you are. Bunch of fucking losers. Hooters! Fuck. You know, bunch of sports teams jacked up on steroids. Everybody takes them. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, whatever. Like, how could you possibly be any more pathetic? Is it possible? You can't handle the truth because it's that bad. Like, fuck off. All these people are like, oh, Brian, blah, 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 neurological. Yeah, another neurological disease. Amnesia, or, what is it now? What is it this time? You gonna lobotomize me again? Like, go fuck off. Bunch of people around me. Okay, Yale. Okay, the School of Harvard. Found a bunch of girls underneath Harvard, locked up, or a bunch of kids underneath Harvard, locked up in jails. The Germans found them. The Germans invaded your country and you didn't even know it. Like, you're so fucking stupid that the Germans invaded your country, took over America, and you didn't even notice. Like, you are so fucking stupid.